All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now there's a big show jumping off here, you understand me? I got a new setup. It's the Comfort Zone is the name of the show. And the reason why I name it Comfort Zone is simply because people get stuck and caught up in a comfort zone. This is International Red's fashion experience. And what I mean by comfort zone is that we all, as we get older and we get set in our ways, we get comfortable in a position or things that we do, and we don't branch out, which is healthier to branch out and try new experiences. A lot of times we don't do that. We get, as my friend Roy said, caught in a rut. It's like a comfortable rut. But Friday told me this. She said, okay, why don't you use comfort zone here because it's more appropriate. And that's what I did. I used comfort zone. Okay, so comfort zone is because what people do is they happen to go places and go to the same places every day, do the same things every day to repetitiously where it becomes comfortable. And what I mean by being comfortable is that when they actually, you understand me, acquire, you know what I mean, the ability, you know what I mean, to go out and do things and their health and everything is intact. You know what I mean? They do the same thing every day. Like when I was caught in my disease, I have to say, when I was drinking and drugging, I was like more caught in the comfort zone. I would like go to the same place, hang out, drink, sit there all day and do that every day. And then at night I'd go out and go get my money and do what I had to do. And then, you know, boom, or whatever, you understand. It was like the same thing all the time. So it was like a comfort zone, you know? And then when I got off drugs and drinking and I was adventurous, and I went from here to Key West, Florida. I went all these different states, every state, traveling, hustling and playing for my money. And when I did that, I was eliminating a comfort zone. I was making the world my being comfortable anywhere and everywhere I went. I was establishing being comfortable. By doing that, you understand me, it made me realize that you have to be courageous and brave and have confidence in traveling and going places and doing things out of the ordinary. And believe it or not, it's good for your brain. When you go out of the ordinary situation and you do new adventurous things, it's good for your brain because you have to think. The doctors say you take a new route home to keep you from getting old timers and different diseases that keep the mind sharp is you go to different places and do different things if you can, and it is good for your health as well. I didn't know it was good for your health. As you get older, it's good for your health to go different places, to go a different route. Sometimes don't go the same way. I know we have a tendency to want to go the same way because we're familiar with it, you know. But going a new route in a new way makes it better for you. You understand? And me and my Queen Beverly were talking about this not too long ago when we were looking at Dr. Oz, and he was telling us about, you know, like when you go somewhere, get up and go a different route that you usually go. Go new places. Your mind thinks. When you go somewhere you haven't been, or go take a different route that you always go. Well, your mind has to think. You have to think which way to go, and that makes a lot of sense because your mind is you're thinking when you exercise that activity, and like reading and doing things like that. You need to keep reading. My queen reads, you know, at least 9 pages minimally a day, and that's what I got to start doing, reading more, you understand me, because that's good for you. You know, you got to incorporate all these good positive habits, you understand me, that's not what you regularly usually do. And I'm going to try to incorporate this because like I say, this show is my therapy. These shows I do are therapy to me. That's why I do a show that's going to also help me as well as other people that's looking at the show. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, you advance in many ways in knowledge and integrity, and you know, you become a better person all the way around, because when you feel better about yourself and you're doing better, then you feel better and you know, I mean, you're happier. It all revolves, it all correlates. It's all a correlation. And that's what I try to get people to understand. You know what I mean? That you want to do positive things. Traveling and doing things like that is very positive. You know. Just like, you understand, I have intentions and plans to go to Vegas in July, you know. You know what I'm saying? Because I had some misfortune. I lost my nephew this about a week ago, and I got to go to the memorial and all these different things. You know what I'm saying? I got things I have to do. So you have to be able to adapt. If you have an adventure, something you're going to do, you have to be able to postpone and adapt to whatever comes up, because, you know, life is one day at a time. You don't never know what things are going to be or what things are going to do. But what you do is you make plans to go and do what you need to do. Don't stay stuck in what you do to be comfortable every day. Do something to get you outside of your comfort. You know, and like going to Vegas and going to all these different neighborhoods and doing things is getting out of your comfort. You know, and it's intriguing and it's adventurous. Because like I said, I used to travel before, but I was traveling for business. But then again, it kept me sharp. You understand me? And going places and doing things. You know, and that's what one needs to do. Stay active and stay busy. Don't do the same things every day over and over and over again. I notice we do that. Young people do that. Young people that live in Oakland that have not even came to San Francisco. You know, don't even leave their block sometimes. Very seldom. You know, they're getting comfortable in a comfort zone. They're setting for themselves at an early age. And it's really not, it's not really good to do that. You know, because if you used to going places and doing things, then it's easy to adapt to different people, talk to different people, and visit different people, and you know, don't be apprehensive. Don't be, you know, apprehensive and scared to talk to strangers or different people that you see or what you meet. And the more outgoing you are, the more open you are, the more you can do that. If you be introverted and quiet, it's because it's your choice. But if you know you can converse and you can be out there and outspoken and be around people, and it's not a thing of fear, then you're accomplished and you're doing it. You're doing what you want to do. Like me, myself, when I'm outside of this here place, I don't do a lot of talking to people. You know what I'm saying? I do it talk here, I do it on Fast Black TV, and I do, you know, to certain people when when I'm talking. Because, you know, silence is golden, and I'm going to tell you something else. Knowledge, you understand me, is not to just be given away freely. You understand? It's to be valued, you understand? So I value what I say to people, so I don't say it to everyone. I just say it to certain people, you understand? Because when I say something, I know it's got impact, and it's powerful, you understand what I'm saying? So I try to cherish that, you understand? Because I know the value of what I say and what I do, and my knowledge, you understand, my 53 years of experience that I have in the fast life and in the game. You know what I mean? Put me in a position where I can deal with different people and all that. You know what I mean? And that's something that I got, that I didn't get from school, you understand me? I got it from the streets. You know, the streets are hard knocks, you understand me? Education out there in the streets. But it's all good. I value everything that I learned, everything that I know. And, you know, that's why I speak on these shows, you understand me, and share knowledge and experience. You know, I don't be on Facebook doing a lot of talking, only if it's a Fast Black TV or anything like that. Other than that, you got to come to this show and get it. Because I'm not just giving it away like that. But the point of it is that you have to understand one thing, is that you have to be open-minded enough to go places and do things, because otherwise you get in the comfort zone and you will not be comfortable going outside of your comfort zone. And that's a bad habit to develop. You know, you want to be able to go places and be comfortable in doing anything and going anywhere. Because, you know, it's like I say, it's like practice. It's like being confident. It's something that you acquire by practicing. You have to practice going outside of a certain area or doing certain things to get out of your comfort zone. Just like anything else, you have to practice that. Anybody can do this. You have to achieve this by applying, going other places and doing other things, being around certain people. See, as long as you can do it and you know you can do it and you build confidence in doing it, that's what it counts. You don't have to do it after you once achieved the confidence and the understanding that you got it and you've been doing it. It's something that's automatic with you. Then you don't have to just do it to prove something to somebody else. You know what I mean? When you're doing it for yourself. You know, that's why a lot of times I go places like, there was a pandemic going on, so we had to stay low. So I'd go certain places, and it's not all the way over with yet. So I will be adventurous and go and do more things as things open up. You understand? And I will be more adventurous. But right now, I'm kind of like in a comfort zone as far as, you know, self-inflicted comfort zone because of the way things are going with the pandemic. But you have to be adventurous and have to go places and do things, you know what I mean? I know this pandemic shut down a lot of things, so we were forced to be in that situation. But don't let that hold you back. Stand up, be bright, and live a good life. You know, go places and do things and be your best self. You know, go outside your comfort. Don't stay within a comfort situation. You know, I know sometimes your health reasons we can't go places and do certain things. You know, but do the best you can. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mind sharp. Read and do adventurous things. If not, you know, read adventurous books. Something to take your mind on the journey. If you can't go there physically, some people aren't able to get out and go places because of limitations of their health. So then you do your mind, you read and you do things like that. Keep your mind active and adventurous, you understand me? And, you know, do that. Looking at TV is okay, but if you're looking at things positive, I try to look at the news and things, you know, that keep me appraised on what's going on in the world right now, today, you know. But the point of it is that you have to make your mind up to do this and get around the right people that's going to inspire you, not be a negative impact. Because a lot of people, you understand me, when they see you're growing and doing different things, you ain't got to let them know what you're doing. That's what people make a mistake. You tell people your business or what you're doing or whatever. Unless you want to help them or you want to help them, then you better tell them. But if not, just keep your business to yourself. Because everybody ain't going to clap for you when you win. So you got to understand that. So therefore it's best, like me, myself, I know I got a lot of jealous, a lot of people that hate, and a lot of people that, you know what I mean, don't want to applaud when I win. So I don't value my happiness or my achievements or whatever I do by what they say, what they think. You know what I'm saying? When you know you're great, you don't have to use the validity of the variations of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's not as great as you. They're gonna not want to give you the pure props because the only people that's gonna want to see you win is people that are winning. See, if they're not winning, they're not gonna really want to see you win because nobody wants to see you be better than them. And that's a true fact. I know a lot of people don't hear that, but that's the way it is. You understand me? And if you think I'm lying, think about it. You know, a lot of people are not going to be for you, but you want to be for them. See, that's why I said I eliminated a lot of friends I don't have no more. And I'm happy with being that because I know I made that decision after trying very hard. After trying very hard to be a friend. When you try very hard to be a friend, and you've been a friend, remember the name of the show is Comfort Zone. Comfort zone. You don't want to be in a comfort. You want to get out that comfort zone. You know what I mean? And that's also meaning friends. You have friends that you constantly been with. You know, I always would. I exposed and got around new friends. I was around these same friends all the time. But I'd say about maybe 15 years ago, I started expanding my friendship with squares and nerds and people that were sharp in that area. What I mean by that is, I had friends that were, total squares. They wanted nothing to do with the fast life. I would never say nothing about the fast life to them. They wouldn't even know I was a player that was in the game. Because I would talk to them, they would give me information on the computer. They taught me different things. The women that I knew that were computer experts and you know, helped me achieve success in that area because I wasn't trying to stay caught in the past of being stuck on something. You know, and I wasn't one of the person to say, oh, he's a nerd, or he's this, or he's that, or he's a square. No, I didn't judge people like that. I don't judge people as being a square or being a nerd or what you do or you a player. He's a square. No. At one time I thought like that when I was actively in the game and in the streets and I didn't know nothing else. Until I retired from the game. Then when I retired from the game, then I seen a different aspect of life. When I got a second chance at a first class life, and I realized some of the sharper people I know, you understand what I'm saying? They got an education, went back to school, got a second chance in life, and did things right, and are successful in the square world. When I seen this, I said, there's nothing wrong, you understand what I'm saying, with getting out of that street mentality and get into an intelligent arena. You get into an intelligent arena around people doing things. I started getting around people that was in politics, people that were going to City Hall. All that was getting out of my comfort zone. See, because I had a partner, you understand what I'm saying, that was my friend, and all he wanted to do was talk about the streets, about women and getting money and all that street stuff. That's all he stayed stuck on. He wouldn't advance. He'd see square people, and he didn't talk about them. And I say, well, that's all right. That was good in the Hat Man days. That was good when you was in the game. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the game now, so you got to look at things differently. But he never considered his mind being out the game. He always considered himself being in the game and talked about people that were squares and wouldn't give them a chance when they had good things to offer you. You understand what I'm saying? People that are successful, that are winning, that are happy, that are positive. I look at people that are positive and negative. I don't look at the fact of what they do and what they did and where they've been. I don't even look at that no more. I look at a person. If they're negative, I don't have nothing to do with them. I don't want to be around them. If they're complaining, negative, and doing all that, then I get away from them. But if they're positive and they're inspiring and I know they're happy, that's what I want to be around. It don't determine what they do and how they do it. Or what, all that ain't got nothing to do with it. Whether they're square, whether they go to church, or whether they don't go to church. I don't just none of that. You understand? Because as sharp as I am, as advanced as I've got in life, as far as living life, and I'm 68 years old now, soon to be 69. I see everything and I see it clear. So I know what I want, I know what I need to do. I avoid certain people and get around certain things for a reason. Because I'm not going to waste my time around people that are not doing anything. They're wasting their time. I'm not going to waste my time with them. Because it ain't going to do them no good, it ain't going to do me good. I've done that in the past. I've been through those different situations. That's why I'm not in a hurry to meet new people. Because I don't have to take a chance on trying to get to know somebody new because of what they might be able to do for me. No, I make opportunities and I make my way. And I do what I got to do. And if they don't know me from the past, or they don't know me, you understand me, from out in the world, as far as who I am as being a legend, then I ain't worried about me now. You know? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. And I'm living my life. I'm looking after me and mine, you understand? And that's what I'm looking after. Me and my Queen Beverly. You know what I mean? Her kids, her family, her grandkids, or whatever, like that. You know what I mean? And like, I'm looking after B. You know, I ain't got time to understand the world about what these friends think, or their opinions, or how they judge me because I'm not coming around no more, because I'm busy, it's a pandemic. I'm not selling movies on the street. You know, I'm not selling watches. These are things I chose not to do because I'm advancing. I'm on another level. And that's opening my horizons and opening the door for bigger and better things to happen. You see? And this is what I mean by broaden your horizons and get it out of your comfort zone. People don't realize when you stay stuck in the comfort zone, what you actually do, when you stay stuck in the comfort zone, what you're doing, believe it or not, when you stay stuck in a comfort zone, you are really, you understand me, not allowing yourself opportunities that are there. You know, and everybody that says they got something to do for you, they're going to do this for you. Don't believe everything you hear. Because people tell me all the time, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They're going to make a movie, they're going to make my movie. They're going to, you know, do this. All these things. When I'm ready to do it, I know I got to do it myself. And I don't need nobody to tell me what I need to do. When I'm ready, I'm going to do it. I don't know. People act like you don't know what you're doing because you haven't made the move to do it. If it was easy, everybody would do it. That's the point people don't understand. Just looking good every day is a job by itself. People don't understand that. Looking the way I look, me and my queen, every day is not an easy task. We correlate, we match as we are attached, and we do this every day. Not sometimes, but all the time. When you do that every day, all the time, that's a task right there, and that keeps you out your comfort zone, and that keeps you active and on time, because putting clothes together, putting colors together, you understand me, matching this with that, that keeps your mind challenged, believe it or not, because you have to think what goes with what and what, you know, colors and all that. So you have to stay alert to be able to do that, you know, you got to be really coordinated. And that's why I just keep doing what I'm doing, being the best I can be, you understand, each and every way, each and every day, because that's what counts. And I do that myself. I've been talking this talk for years. I've been doing it, made my mind up to do it because I'm not following nobody else's lead. I'll dance to my music. I lead my band. You know, I'm a band leader, not a band follower. I don't follow, I lead. And that's what people understand. When you're confident and you're a person that's been through life and lived a long time, you don't have to learn. When you're young people, then you have to be open and listen, because you're trying to find your way and find your lead. You pattern yourself after the other people that are successful, that are winning, and you say to yourself, you take things from certain people, different people. You might take this from this person, this from that person, like I did. I took a little bit from Hatman, I took a little bit from Cadillac, I took a little bit from Joe Black. I took a little things from different people when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? I listened to all of them and seeing who the ones that was winning. And the ones that won, I realized, you understand, when they took care of their business, and they wasn't the one high sign. All the ones that did all that high sign and talking loud and flashing money, they wasn't really winning. They was winning temporarily. You understand me? Because just like they flashed money, that's the same way they didn't keep money. You know what I mean? They had it and they lost it. And they did that, so when they don't have nothing, they can say, I had this, I had that. They can talk about what they had. You understand? Because they ain't going to be having nothing later. When you value experience, you value your health and your wealth, then you look at things differently and you say to yourself, I've done all that, I've been there, I had cars, I had money. But hey, jewelry, it don't mean nothing now, because what means something now is your happiness and your peace of mind. And staying out of your comfort zone contributes to that. You have to realize, you understand me, that as long as you be adventurous and live your life to the best of your ability, you're going to win. And the comfort zone is not living your best life. Because, hey, you got to go places and do things. You know what I mean? I know it's a pandemic. Excuse me right now. It's a pandemic, and we're dealing with this pandemic right now. But the thing about it is, we have to realize that life to be lived. And when you're young, you have to slow down and listen and be patient. You have your whole life ahead of you. You don't want to make no mistakes. You're going to make mistakes along the way. That's what it. Don't make critical mistakes that send you to jail or that just get you hurt in the hospital. You know what I mean? Avoid all that. You be positive. You understand me? Don't be arguing and fussing and getting caught up with people that's doing bad things. That's the first thing you need to do, is get on the right track. I know people say, oh, they want to be hip. They think it's hip. TV and all those things, these commercials, everybody makes it look like everything is fast, it's fast money. Rapping, singing, women. You know, no, you may not be able to sing. You rap. These are people that are fortunate, athletes, people that are athletes. Don't count yourself. If you're good, pursue that, but always have a short shot at an education. You win with an education. If you have an education, something solid, and then, you know, I mean, you stay comfortable in getting knowledge and all that. That you stay in a comfort zone when you want to do something. When you're winning and doing the right things, the steps to get you ahead. There's nothing wrong with that when you're young. See, when you're young and you're setting your ground and setting your foundation, then you can be caught in a comfort zone. A comfort zone, what I mean by that is a successful zone. A successful comfort zone. The library. You understand me? Home. Studying. You understand? School. Then you do that because you don't need to be doing no adventurous things until you get yourself together. Until you know where you want to be at and you develop the habits, the positive habits that you got to have to get ahead. And when you get those habits to get ahead, what you have to do is you have to realize that you have to pay attention. You're young. You're still young. Don't think you're the sharpest. Don't think you're the best. Don't try to be the best. Don't try to be the sharpest. Just try to be one humble and understanding that you're learning and you're young one time and absorb all the knowledge and learn and try to be as sharp as you can be, because you still got your life to live. You know what I mean? And if you're young, you want to be smart. So that's the time to go to school and get your education and train to be a great person. So when you're 40, 35, 40 years old, you got it together. And then you can enjoy yourself. Then when you get in your 60s, 50s, and 60s, you know, you can live an adventurous life, and you ain't got to be in a comfort zone. You see, certain things you do that you have to be in a comfort zone. Going to work, doing this, stacking money. All those things are good comfort zones. These are good habits to develop. But don't let your mind get caught up to where you don't go nowhere and you're scared to do this and scared to do that. Especially when you got the money and you got the time. then you can eventually go out there and make it happen. When you go out there and make it happen, you know what I mean? You go out there with confidence. You see what I'm saying? Because you know you got the education and you got the knowledge and you know you specialize in certain category. It's best to specialize in something instead of being a jack of all trades, because if you know a lot about something, you specialize in one particular thing, then you're going to be good at it and you're going to be great at it and you're going to love what you're doing. And you find your niche. What I mean by that is you find what you really like and what you really want to do and you do it. You see? You know what I mean? Whatever it may be. As long as it's positive, you'll win and you'll be successful. And that's what time it is. Because you don't need to be going to jail. You don't need to be on drugs. You don't need to be in that stressful type of living. You know what I mean? Be a good square, raise your family, do the traditional things in life, raise a family, have good morals, and good principles and respect for your wife and your children. You know, be a strong, positive person. You know what I mean? If you do that, then you'll go a long way. You know, I'm not going to tell you nothing wrong. People be able to talk about the fast life of the game. No, it was sweet when I was there. That's all I know is the game. But I learned to get out my comfort zone and learn to adapt to the positive things and aspects of life. You see, and that's what I'm saying. I've been through that. You know, because I had friends that I had to cut loose because they stuck to one particular situation, and then I had other friends that were positive and they grew and they gave me the information to get out of that particular zone and advance. And that's what I did. And these people that were caught up in that situation, most of them was still getting high, or they was doing what they've been doing and they didn't advance. You know, and you have to advance and be a better person and do better things. That's something that you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do it, you won't learn, you won't be great. You understand what I'm saying? And confidence, and the more places you go, and the more you allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone, just like my mate, my soulmate, my Queen Beverly. She's been all in Japan. She's been all in, you know, different cities, different countries. She's been around. She's adventurous too, just like me. So we're a mate, we're a match, because we're not, you know, apprehensive about different things. And she talks different languages, and she, you know, talks to all kind of people, which is good, you understand what I'm saying? Because that's her being out of her comfort zone. You understand what I'm saying? Never staying stuck in one spot or with one condition. You know, don't be traditional. You know, be adventurous. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, I'm going to give her a shout out. Queen Beverly, you understand what I'm saying? My better half, you know what I'm saying? That I'm giving you a shout out on International Red Fashion Experience. And we have a show next Friday, which is her show. And it's going to be Get It Done in 2021. Beverly Hodge O'Dobbie, the Hodgepodge. You understand? Anyway, you understand, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wind this down because what I have to do is let you know that you have to stay out your comfort zone. When you once learn and get your knowledge and adventures, first stay in the comfort zone, because what you got to do is you have to be comfortable, stay solitude in the library, in school, and all the positive things. You want to stay stuck in that. You understand? You want to stay on that page when you're young, because you don't need to be going and doing all this and that when you're young. When you get past 30 and you got your education and you got your solid foundation, then you go and do things. Understand me? When you once know where you at, first you got to have a solid foundation. When you build that foundation, then you can go and do whatever you got to do. You can go across the nation. But the thing about it is, you got to first be great and be set straight in life. And then you know what you're doing, then you go do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But don't be one of those that just be stuck and don't want to go nowhere and don't want to do nothing. A lot of people sit around, just try to get high and don't go nowhere and talk about what they're going to do and don't never get nothing done. Don't be one of those. Don't be one of those that talk about getting things done and don't get it done. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my time is running out, so I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to let you know it's the comfort zone. Don't be caught in a comfort zone. Believe that. International Red for the Record Fashion Experience. I'm going to let everyone know that it's time for me to go. And till my next show, we're going to really have it going. So be good, International Red Fashion Experience. And you young people, if you don't want to pull your pants up, just wear clean pants. Believe that. Because that's your style, that's your generation, that's your era. I'm not going to take nothing from you. but get your mind, you understand me, straight, and don't show your behind. Believe that. International Man for the Record. Fashion experience. Over and out.